Hello and welcome to my video, all about how to make a portable yarn holder out of leather. This project idea came about as I wanted a portable holder for my knitting yarn so I could knit as I walked around my house or even outside. I was then trying to think of a material that was light but could also hold its shape around the yarn, and I decided that leather was the best choice for this. On researching this idea, I realised others had indeed thought of it first, as the yarn cage seems to be pretty trendy at the moment. However, the design of mine is a bit different. Also, I've specifically tried to make the project as simple and as accessible as possible, so the techniques are straightforward and you only need an A4 size piece of leather to create it. Here you can see a list of the supplies you're going to need. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is cut the A4 piece of leather into strips. Because the width of this piece of leather is about 20 centimeters and I want 10 strips, I'm going to measure and mark every 20 millimeters from the side, at both the top and the bottom of the piece. I then need to position the metal ruler between each pair of marks and cut between them using the utility knife. This gives me 10 20mm strips and a tiny slither of leftover leather. I decided that I wanted the ends of the strips to be nice and rounded, so I looked for something circular I could draw around and found an empty thread spool. You can use anything round for this as long as it's a similar size to the end of the strips. Place this item at the end of a strip in the centre and use a craft knife to carefully draw around it. Remove this item and then go over the line you've cut over and over until you cut through. Repeat this at each end of every strip. If you take a look at the edges of the leather now, you can see that they're quite rough and fuzzy. Although optional, burnishing gives the edges of the leather a much smoother finish. To burnish, I personally just used the cheap wooden burnishing tool I got off eBay, plus some water. You just need to add a little bit of water to the edge of the leather first, and then rub the burnishing tool back and forth along that dampened edge. Burnish the edges a short section at a time all the way around. You'll see that I used the second smallest valley in the burnishing tool, and that's because it fit the thickness of the leather I'm using. You'll know when an edge is burnished because it'll be smooth and rounded and it'll have a nice shine. And here you can see those finished edges. This step can take a while because there are a lot of edges on these strips, so it's up to you if you think it's worth it. I personally think it makes it look a lot neater and more professional. Next, we need to punch a hole at each end of these strips. I'm using 5mm screw posts and eyelets, so I'm using the 5mm hole punch throughout this project. Before you punch each hole, make sure you mark where you want it to go first. This should be about 1 centimeter from the end and in the centre. To help me mark in the same position each time, I used a washer approximately the same width as the strip, and I just lined it up with the end and the sides and then put a pen mark in the centre. If you don't have a washer, you can make your own template from paper or just measure each time. This manual hole punch definitely takes some elbow grease, especially with 20 holes to punch, but I promise you will get there. Once that's done, you can stack the strips on top of each other and push a screw post through all of the holes at one end. I left one strip out of the stack because I'm going to be using it as the armband or the bracelet later on. However, you might prefer to keep it in the stack and use something else for the armband. Note that the plain end of each screw post should be on the outside or the front. And then do the same thing at the other end. Next, we need to add an eyelet, and this is to allow the yarn to move smoothly and freely from the inside of the yarn holder. So choose the leather strip you want to insert the eyelet into. I personally chose the innermost strip. Fold it loosely in half so you can find the center, but don't crease it, and then mark where you want the eyelet to go. Once you've punched the hole, push an eyelet through from front to back. Put the strip face down on your cutting mat, push the eyelet setting tool into the back of the eyelet, and then hit the tool with a hammer until the eyelet is set in place. Or follow the instructions that should come with your eyelet tool. I then use the same method to add 2 more eyelets, this time at the top of the outer leather strip. These eyelets are where the cord and the armband will be attached to. In hindsight, I should have spaced these further apart so they were either side of the centre screw post, because in the end my yarn holder was a little bit off balance, but either way works. And lastly, we just need to attach the armband. And to do this, I'm going to use the spare leather strip I had from earlier, and also some suede cord. I first fed the cord through the holes in the strip, so that there was an equal amount on each side. Then I tied a knot to keep the strip closed into a bangle shape. Fed the other ends through the 2 eyelets. And finally tied another knot. I personally left about 8 centimeters or 3 inches between the yarn holder and the armband. Note that you can use a ready-made bangle, scrunchie or something similar instead if you don't like the leather strap. You just need it to be comfortable. And that's it, the yarn holder is complete. All you have to do now is put a centre pull ball of yarn inside and feed the yarn through the eyelet. You can now just walk around whilst knitting or crocheting. And that's it. I really hope you liked this project, and thank you very much for watching.